Welcome back, Warriors, to another Battlefield 2042 video. I'm your commanding officer, Major Doodleman149, and in today's briefing we'll be going over how exactly our minimaps and our HUDs function in regards to hostile locations. I'll be covering what causes hostiles to appear on the map, what prevents this, and all the other information on how to adjust the minimap to your preferences. If you like this kind of informative content, be sure to leave your CO a like and subscribe to never miss another briefing. Enough of that, soldiers, let's get into the tech side of our minimaps. First of all, for any of you who are new to frontline fighting, or if you just haven't noticed it yet, the minimap is a scaled-down version of the larger map in the bottom left of your HUD. This details a number of points of interest, including squadmate locations, nearby allied forces, objective borders, your current orientation, and, most importantly, where the enemy is. This map changes size based on what you are piloting, whether that be our fleshy meat suits, a ground vehicle, or some form of aircraft. The minimap scales up in size relative to these classes respectively, with aircraft having the largest minimap radius. This is of course all determined by our default settings in our suits, but I'll get into adjusting that later. Speaking of hostiles, let me share with you my findings for when exactly enemy soldiers will appear on your minimap. Hostiles appear on your map when you fire an unsuppressed weapon within the radius of your minimap. Using subsonic rounds may reduce your visible muzzle flash and tracer visibility, but you will still be visible on the minimap if that's all you're using. The motion sensor throwable item also pulses in a small radius to show enemy locations. Certain specialist abilities also cause hostiles to become visible on the minimap. Casper's recon drone can spot enemies, which not only actively pings them on your HUD, but also reveals them on the minimap. Jisu's passive and active abilities will also highlight foes on this map. Nav and Rao's hacking ability will do the same, even when not actively hacking. And Boris's turret will also spot enemies on the minimap before firing upon them. Now we need to address when you do not appear on the minimap, as it's useful for not only you to know how to stay undetected, but also to know when the enemies may be nearby. Despite the ridiculously loud footstep sounds enemies can make, no matter the speed they move at, and so long as other factors aren't in play such as equipment or specialist abilities, they will not appear on the map. Even Sundance's wingsuit, despite the speed, will not cause her to appear on the map. Using any form of suppressor will actively keep you off the minimap, but if you've seen any of the Quartermaster's Weapon Workshop videos, this also has a number of downsides, so keep that in mind, soldiers. There aren't too many things that prevent you from appearing on the minimap, so if you really want to focus on stealth, a suppressor will be necessary. Some adjustments can, in fact, be made to tailor your HUD's minimap to be most effective for your personal use. In the bottom left, you'll see the base minimap. I've not adjusted mine at all since the launch of this operation. In order to change these, you need to go to Options, then Display, then all the way over to Minimap. From here, you can set the minimap opacity, meaning how see-through it is. Change whether or not it rotates with your view, and the view distance when on foot, in a ground vehicle, or an air vehicle. 25 seems to be the minimum, and 300 seems to be the maximum area you can cover with your minimap. Neither extreme is recommended. So that is all, soldiers. Hopefully this analysis of our minimaps was informative and helped you learn to stay undetected on the battlefield. There aren't too many things that actively hide you from the minimap, and every recon specialist is capable of spotting you with their abilities, so if you are fighting a competent and varied enemy, you'll probably appear on that minimap more often than not. I don't think the downsides of the suppressor are worth the stealth factor, so if I'm engaging the enemy, I will always be on their minimap. Let them come and fight me. So, what do you all think of this briefing? Was it informative enough? Would you like to hear more like this from me? If so, and if you felt your CO has done an adequate job today in this briefing, then please hit that thumbs up and subscribe button in the bottom right of your HUD to never miss out on more of my coverage of Battlefield 2042. And with that, I've been your CO, Major Doodleman149, and until our next briefing, you are all dismissed!